And then we can move on to the thing that you want to talk about.
It's not a thing. It's the greatest wrestling match ever.
Let me start off by reading my notes.
First, you should tell everybody what you're talking about.
Okay, so I wrote down Ultimate Deletion.
Yes, but are you going to explain what it is?
It was 20 minutes, roughly?
18 minutes and 50 seconds.
20 minutes of high-production backyard wrestling with mixed with Z-grade horror movie.
Exactly. That's what makes it good.
Okay.
If you like Army of Darkness.
I will say that, if that's the kind of thing you're into, it wasn't a bad example of that. I don't believe Matt Hardy is British.
He's not supposed to. He's crazy.
His laugh annoys me.
Do you know the backstory?
No.
Okay. He fought his brother, Jeff, and Jeff jumped off a Tron, destroyed him. He was then struck by lightning. A Tron is the thing where they come out of, with the big lights and wrestling.
All right, okay.
He was then struck by lightning, and his vessel was awoken.
Is that the white hair?
2,000 years ago. And he's dined with Genghis Khan. He's battled with George Washington. He has a kangaroo who is the ghost of Smoking Joe Frazier, who trains him. He also has a giraffe who is the reincarnated version of George Washington. And he gets all his battle advice from a goldfish who's Napoleon.
Okay. Until the end there, I had something to say. But I'll just say it. So he is that woke.
They only call it woken because WWE doesn't like to use gimmicks that they didn't create. So they gave us broken Matt Hardy under woken Matt Hardy.
But he remembers these things?
Yes.
And still, Dreadlock Mick Unnecessary Lantern was able to almost beat him.
Bray Wyatt?
Sure.
You were supposed to make him think he was beating him because that's why he had to go into the lake. He had to exorcise his demon, which was the harpy known as Sister Abigail.
By the way, the Dome of Deletion
is
a garage. It's not a dome.
It's the Dome of Deletion, just like the land of the undead souls was just where his pets were buried.
That was the weirdest thing, by the way, it's a garage with a lawnmower over here.
No. It's a mower of lawn.
Okay. A wheelchair.
A chair of wheels, get it right, and a mower of lawn.
A ladder.
Yes, and a ring.
Oh, I forgot about the ring. The ring
and
was
a piano.
there. And a piano.
Well, the piano's for his wife. She was playing it in the outside
I did
ring.
like the music, though.
Yeah.
That was
his wife.
That was kind of cool.
And then his father-in-law, Senior Benjamin, was the guy under the boat.
The guy under the boat with the globe in his hand. I was watching it, and that happened. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
That was Senior Benjamin. He was underneath Skarsgård.
That was the weirdest fucking thing.
You know who Skarsgård was,
no,
right?
I don't.
Skarsgård is the Viking boat. The dilapidated boat.
You should see Audacity right now.
The dilapidated boat that saves him.
How am I supposed to know that?
He tells you that. He says, Skarsgård, save me. And he gets under it. And then Senior Benjamin is there.
I have no idea who Skarsgård is. That could be a god that he's talking to.
It is. It's a Norse god. He knows all of the deities.
I'm not an expert in Norse mythology. Mm-hmm. I don't remember a Skarsgård.
I think I made that up.
I think so. I think you did there.
I love this whole thing. So, what else would you like to talk about from it? Did you like Vanguard 1?
You mean the $20 drone that was flying around?
That's Vanguard 1, bitch.
Yeah. I think Matt Hardy woke up one morning
and
decided to buy a $20 drone to fly around his estate.
Unfortunately, I didn't make you watch all the vignettes that went up to it, so you didn't get to see King Maxwell.
Unfortunately?
Yeah, I wanted you to watch them because they're funny. He talks to the giraffe. He battles the goldfish in chess. And then his son, who's 3 years old, is the king of all of this.
Oh. Hey, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about.
Is it about
that
the
I wrote
ultimate
down.
deletion?
Well, delete annoyed me, but no, the wrestling didn't look good.
It's not supposed to.
It looked really bad.
It's supposed to.
Why?
Because that's the whole point of this is it's entertainment.
I understand that, but and granted I haven't watched wrestling in a long time, but like say when, who was it? Oh, right, it was, remind me of the other guy's name?
Bray Wyatt.
When
the Eater of Worlds.
Yeah. When Bray Wyatt decides to slam Matt Hardy's head against the mower of lawns.
There you go.
You can blatantly tell it doesn't hit.
Yeah. It was a hot lawnmower.
And when they're...
Did you like his orgasm face when he was riding it?
That was
he tried to kill him.
Put a pin in that. When they're in that first... what do you call it? It's not a ring.
The ring outside?
Yeah,
it was a ring.
It's not a ring because it's a square.
All rings are square in wrestling. That's why it's called the squared circle.
All these squares are circles.
This is fun. I'm going to make you watch more wrestling.
They did these quick cuts that I'm just... They were not... They didn't... I don't think help... They didn't help it at all.
Well, got to remember, Matt Hardy is 47 years old now. So he's doing the best he can. He's got backwards hips, too.
Maybe.
That's why he does this whole... It's like a new character for him. I'm absolutely obsessed with it.
I know.
Think about it this way. Without broken Matt Hardy, you probably would not be sitting here with me now. Because when everything went down with me, and I was really down in the dumps, and I couldn't sleep one night, I turned on TNA, and there was the final deletion, which was the first one. And I don't know what it was about him yelling obsolete and delete and Jeff's jumping out of trees and the Vanguard one was shooting off the fireworks, but it cheered me the fuck up, and I haven't looked back since.
Okay.
I'm glad you watched it.
I obviously don't have that connection to it.
No, but
I'll sit here and take a steaming shit on it.
What was your first reaction after watching it? Did you sit back and go, "What the fuck did I just watch"?
I think what I said was that was dumb.
No, you wouldn't say that.
I did.
You couldn't say that.
And I want you to understand that when I say that was dumb, that doesn't necessarily mean it was that I hated it.
Okay.
Because things can, like, Eight-Legged Freaks is a dumb movie. Mm-hmm. But I love Eight-Legged Freaks.
That's wonderful. You're on your way to becoming a broken Matt Hardy fan.
No, I'm never going to be as into it as you are.
No, you won't be, but you'll still be. Look at my mom. I got her. She says delete and obsolete all the time.
Somebody brought up an interesting idea to me, was that there's a lot of crossover between comic book fans and wrestling fans.
There is.
And this is, I thought about it as I was driving over here, that a lot of this stuff that I saw in that, if it had been in a comic book, I would have been all over.
That's what I mean.
But because I'm listening to people say it.
And also because you have, this is my take on you with wrestling. You have this preconceived notion that wrestling is dumb.
Because I saw Sheamus, that's why.
But you have this preconceived, that it is beneath your intelligence.
No.
That's how you come off.
That's not it.
What's wrong with Sheamus, number one?
I just thought that was the dumbest thing ever.
Which one?
I don't even remember.
The Mohawk?
I don't think he had a Mohawk.
Well, because first Sheamus, he was just regular Irish Sheamus.
Yeah, who is actually Irish but did not sound it.
Yes, he does.
He sounded like he was fake
now
Irish.
He's been around a while, so he's kind of got that American muddled Irish accent.
What was I saying? But I've said it before. I used to love wrestling. And it's not that I started hating wrestling. It's just that I stopped watching it.
You need to start now. Well, they're not doing anything with Matt Hardy right now, so I'm very upset.
Well.
Except, you know what's even better? Him and Bray Wyatt are a team now.
I have a lot of other things that I like to watch, and I can't devote 3 hours.
Oh, it's more than 3 hours.
To
it's 3 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday.
Right, like I was saying, every other day. Or
4 hours
every day
on
now,
Sunday.
or whatever it is. I can't devote that kind of
all
time.
I watch besides baseball.
It's not all I watch.
Well, I used to watch Supergirl, but they don't play it anymore on TV. When I set the DVR, it never records it.
Really?
And when I do record it, it's some high school football game.
Ah, nice.
The Chanticleers, whatever the hell they are. No, that's a baseball team. The red team. I don't know.
Now you're
they
talking
have the
sports.
clothes at Walmart.
And if there's one thing I know less about than wrestling, it's sports.
Yeah, you're not a sports guy. But I'm glad you watched it. I mean, you'll never forget it.
I told you I was going to. I probably won't. You're right.
You don't like his laugh, though.
I'll be laying in bed tonight going, that fucking guy with the globe under the boat.
Well, you don't like Senior Benjamin, huh? He had the whole world in his hands.
It was the weirdest thing.
And then Jeff shows up. Well, I'm sorry, Brother Nero at that time.
Oh, is that who he was?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of thought that after that, but I wasn't sure.
But you should watch the vignettes. Because
you did kind of just throw me right into the middle of something that was already going on.
Well, I didn't think you would take the time to watch the 20 minutes more of vignettes that they've been airing for 3 months. I mean, I can send them to you. I got no problem sending them to you. But it's delightful that you watched it.
I told you I was going to.
Yeah, it just took you a while. I guess now I got to play video games, don't I?
Well, because like I said, I wanted to watch it right before in case I forgot anything.
So now I got to play video games, don't I?